the lady that was waiting to turn behind Ben was a mental health nurse, and she made sure that Ben stayed on one side of the car and never saw the bike rider.
That's decent.
Yeah. But the sad thing is the church opposite, the guy's kids were in there.
Were in there at the time?
Yeah, and they were standing out the front. They didn't recognise the bike
Thank goodness.
because there was not much sort of straight about it.
Why was he driving like that though? Does anyone know?
No one seems to know.
Because
He was dropping something off to his mum's place. He only lived round the corner.
Maybe he was running late or tried to do it quickly. Or... Did he just not see the car turning or something?
Well, he went in the breakdown around another car. It was an undertaking.
So if Ben was turning right, so coming the opposite way to what we were coming to go over that bridge,
Yep.
where was the bike?
It was travelling the same way we were,
Yeah.
and it went into that little turning lane to undertake a car.
But then wouldn't Ben have seen it and stopped?
Because it came up the blind side of the car.
So the bike was essentially overtaking on the left-hand side.
Yep.
And I suppose looking at it, he might have looked like he was going to go left.
Well, he came up that side of the car that quick that Ben never saw it.
And I suppose if he was going right, like that bike, it would have been just like hitting a brick wall because the car wouldn't have been going very fast.
Yeah, and like he got the back corner of the car, back door.
God, you wouldn't even know what had hit you. You just hear this almighty bang.
And you're in the fence.
God, he's lucky he didn't end up on the railway line.
The car was impounded for evidence for like 3 months or something.
Would have been written off, wouldn't it, eventually?
Yeah, it was written off. But like, because he's a mad keen sportsman, he had like 4 pairs of basketball shoes in there.
Oh, he
His
couldn't get
uniforms
them.
for different clubs he played for.
Goodness. How old was the motorcyclist?
Nearly 50.
Wow. Old enough to know better, really.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of shake my head when the kids tell me that Chris is still getting speeding fines. I'm like, really, mate? You're almost 50. Like, A, why aren't you smart enough to know where the fixed cameras are if that's what's getting you? Or B, like how hard is it? And let's be honest, they don't get you if you're going even 10 k's over the limit in most cases. You have to be doing at least 15 to 20 over it to get pinged.
Yep, or a repeat offender.
Yeah, and that's probably why they're pinging him, is that he's had so many.
It's one of the nice things about number plate recognition now.
Well, that's the thing.
If you're doing the right thing and get left alone,
Yeah,
they leave you alone.
yeah, exactly.
If you've got a reputation of being a